it, Bart. It's so bright out you can't see anything in the sky except the Fox satellite.
No, Lise.
Plans came crashing to the ground. The failed launch of a balloon carrying a multi-million-dollar space telescope had onlookers scrambling for safety.
Never know what's going to happen. This baby fell out of the sky and landed in our yard. It's never boring on the Welke farm. Thank God there's no horses out or it didn't hit the house. And it's still going and flashing.
What about satellites and GPS?
As crazy as it may sound, satellites are a hoax. Have you ever wondered why there are never any damaged or fallen satellites? And why there are no satellite malfunctions due to constant heating and cooling? It's weird they don't melt in the thermosphere that's over 2,000 degrees. I find myself looking at the moon and wondering why we never see satellites pass by the moon. Did you know there are thousands of miles of fiber optic cables under the seabed that supplies 90% of the Earth's communication? Internet, phones, etc. And GPS works off of cell phone towers. It's called triangulation. Haven't you seen those really tall towers and wondered what they are? Satellite TV is just enhanced radio using ground-based towers. It's all ground-based, just like the old TV antenna. Science fiction author Arthur C. Clarke proposed the idea of geostationary satellites in 1945 in a magazine called Wireless World. And 20 years later, in 1965, they claim to have successfully launched the first commercial geostationary communication satellite. Today, there are said to be thousands, but the odd thing is that trying to prove it only leaves you fruitless.
In 1957, the Soviet Union launched the world's first satellite into space. Since then, about 8,000 satellites have been launched. To begin making a satellite, a technician works on the internal computer that serves as the brain of the satellite, ensuring constant communication with the Earth. Circuit boards are created and double-checked by a worker. These proprietary circuit boards are a crucial component to making a satellite function. A robot makes high-tech maneuvers behind a metal cage and pre-assembles the heavier sections of the satellite. More than 800 man-hours go into making a satellite. Satellites are used for many purposes. Common types include military and civilian Earth observation satellites. Also, there are communications, navigation, weather, and space-based satellites. Space stations and human spacecraft in orbit are also considered satellites. Once the satellite is built, a team prepares to launch it. Workers attach a balloon to the main components of the satellite and fill the balloon. The balloon, or better known as a satellite, is now ready for liftoff into space. I mean the atmosphere. They release it into the sky. Above each city, there are thousands of satellites. I mean balloons. I mean satellites, creating a somewhat seamless GPS network, working in harmony with ground-based towers and undersea cables. After an artisan creates a digital painting of a satellite, a programmer then writes a complex algorithm that controls Google search results, making sure when people search for flat Earth, they only see what Google wants them to see. The programmer then uploads the digital rendering to Google's hard drive to complete the process.
of NASA's latest space dreams came crashing down in Central Australia today. A giant helium balloon packed with expensive scientific instruments lost its moorings in high winds. As Anna Henderson reports, it cut a swathe through an airfield and sent onlookers running for their lives.
As the giant helium balloon was launched into the air, its precious cargo became a high-speed projectile. Unexpected strong winds pushed the 2-ton platform of scientific instruments off course and onto a path of destruction.
والمنجم مثله فهما لعلم الله مدعيان الأرض عند كليهما كروية وهما بهذا القول مقترنان والأرض عند أولي النهى لسطيحة بدليل صدق واضح القرآن والله صيرها فراشا للورى وملى السماء بأحسن البنيان والله أخبر أنها مسطوحة وأبان ذلك أيما تبيان أحاط بالأرض المحيطة علمه أم بالجبال الشمخ الأكنان أم يخبرون بطولها وبعرضها أم هل هما في القدر مستويان أم فجروا أنهارها وعيونها ماء به يروى صدى العطشان أم أخرجوا أثمارها ونباتها والنخل ذات الطلع والقنوان أم هل لهم علم بعد ثمارها أم باختلاف الطعم والألوان الله أحكم خلق ذلك كله صنعا وأتقن أيما إتقاني قل للطبيب الفيلسوف بزعمه إن الطبيعة علمها برهاني إن الطبيعة علمها برهاني كذب المهندس والمنجم مثله فهما لعلم الله مدعيان الأرض عند كليهما كروية وهما بهذا القول مقترنان.
Hey Eric, why does it even matter if the world is round or flat or we revolve around the sun, or if the sun revolves around us? I still have to go to work tomorrow and it hurts regardless. I still have to pay my bills and so I fail to see your logic. Please stop adding to the list of things in life that make me suffer. I don't want to be empowered, I just want to be a martyr. I would rather ask you why you think it matters than be honest and admit the simple truth is that I haven't thought about it and refuse to do my research. I don't even click your links, and when you ask me what I thought about them, I don't even think. I just want to pop some mollies, dance around to get my jollies in a club or off in Bali. I don't want to contemplate about the shape of where we are now. Human race, mental state, being raped, and I like it. Feels good, slavery is fine with me, and now I've answered my own question, cause to people like me, it just doesn't matter to